how's everyone doing there tonight? This is Undead Nightmare 24 back with a video. Hope everyone's doing well out there. It'll be 31 days of Horrortober, day 26. I'm bringing you guys daily reviews of horror films I watched for the month of October and giving you guys my opinions and thoughts on the films. So everyone sit back, relax, enjoy, and let's get into day 26. Another first time watch for me. It's going to be 1979's Prophecy. This is directed by John Frankenheimer, and he directed Island of Dr. Moreau from 1996, The Manchurian Candidate from 1962. It stars Robert Foxworth. He came out in Omen 2 Damien and Falcon Crest from 81. This also stars Talia Shire, best known for Adrian on the Rocky films, and she also came out in the Godfather films and many other films. This also stars Armand Assante. He came out as Gotti, the John Gotti film, as the villain in Judge Dredd, the Stallone film. So it has a pretty solid cast in this film. This is a creature feature / killer animal film in the late 70s. So let's get into this film. So this film is about, pretty much, you have a doctor. He's played by Robert Foxworth. His name's Dr. Robert Byrne. He's pretty much helping, like, pretty much the medical team. He goes in an ambulance. He's trying to treat this kid right away that got bit by a rat in this, like, poor, taken care of apartment complex. But as he gets there, he gets offered this job to travel to the forest and do some investigating there, but he doesn't know the whole story. And he's persuaded by this guy, and he takes his wife out there, played by Talia Shire. Her name's Maggie. So they both go out to the woods to do this job that they're pretty much hired to do. And as they get there, there's a little conflict. You got like this lumber company that's feuding with the Native Americans that live on in the land also. They want to pretty much, do logging for they have a factory that produces paper, and they want to cut down all the trees there, but the Native Americans know it's good for their land, so they're fighting them on it. So got a dispute there, and this doctor and his wife are in the middle of it, and you could tell they're just good people. They don't want no part of this, and it has a pretty much continuous fight there. So it ends up this team of pretty much doctors, and he's got a little crew. They end up talking to one of the Native American leaders. He goes to pretty much check out their land and what's going on, and he starts to unveil that this lumberjack company is pretty much cutting pretty much trees down, and they're throwing the logs in the water, and pretty much these logs have some sort of chemical that are pretty much getting put in the water, and the animals are drinking them, and the ones being born are coming out mutated or disfigured or deformed. So it has this doctor like fishing they're in a cabin staying there, the doctor and his wife, and he's pretty much fishing for fish, and this giant like salmon jumps out, humongous. It was real cool. And then they as they meet up with these Native Americans later, their crew there, their tribe, they find out that they have they pull out one of the animals with a net, and it's a tadpole that's giant sized that look real cool, and they're showing them what's really going on. As they investigate more and dig into this, they know that lumberjack company is doing some awful stuff just to profit off pretty much for their company, and they're pretty much polluting the whole area and making these creatures in the forest. So then you got like they find this cub, this like bear cub, and he's half deformed, like mutated. They're trying to treat to him and get him to help, but as they took this cub, you have this killer like giant mutated bear stalking the woods and pretty much killing anyone in his path. There's these campers, it's real cool, that are camping out there, and they get attacked by this bear, and there's this little boy, man, that's just, he's hopping around in his sleeping bag, and this bear just mangles him and throws him into a rock, and you just see him get smashed in there. I thought that was real awesome. Not, just look cool, the practical effects, nothing with the kid getting killed, but anyways, they're trying to, they end up getting trapped within this bear in the woods. The lumberjack people, the sheriff, the Native American tribe, and also these doctors are all trapped and being stalked by this giant mutated bear, and they're trying to pretty much escape, but they're getting picked off one by one by this creature right here, and it leads to pretty much them trying to fight for survival, make it out of this forest alive, and it leads to a pretty awesome ending, which I liked. So that's pretty much the film. This has awesome practical effects. I really like the look of the bear. I thought it was awesome. And there's some gore in this as well. That was real satisfying. I like the setting in this film. It has a great wildlife setting. You have these lake shots that are real beautiful, man. And I really enjoyed that. And the acting was solid. Storyline I thought was solid. And the look, like I said, the practical effects. You got that mutated bear. You got that half mutated cub that looked cool. And then you got like a giant size mutated tadpole. I thought that was real cool. And the salmon fish as well. That's giant size. So this is a all around creature feature. Mixed in with a killer animal, like I said. So I'm going to get into my thoughts and opinions about this film. I really enjoyed this film. I'm going to give my rating. This is my thoughts and opinions. I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5 also. I really didn't like this film. I could see myself revisiting this one over and over. To me, it's a classic from the late 70s. Even though it was a first time watch, I really enjoyed it. So that's going to be my opinion and thoughts for 1979's Prophecy. Please hit a like, comment, subscribe. Hope everyone's having a happy October out there. Sundead Nightmare 24 back with a video. Keep it horror. Peace.